Welcome to a mind-bending deep dive into the future of software. I want you to imagine something for a second. What if, what if the next generation of apps isn't actually being designed for you, but for your AI?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a bit like science fiction, right? But it's happening right now with this new tool called CLI-Anything,
Right.
and it just hit like 11,000 GitHub stars in 5 days. That kind of explosion, it means it's solving a massive universal pain point.
Totally.
It's specifically taking complex, visually heavy software
Yeah.
and transforming it into an agent-native system.
Because, having an AI try to use a standard graphic user interface, clicking around a screen with drop-down menus and floating windows, is just a nightmare.
Oh, absolutely.
It kind of reminds me of trying to teach a dog to drive a manual transmission car.
That's a great way to put it.
Right. Like, the dog might be incredibly smart, but a steering wheel and a clutch, they require specific physical form and spatial awareness. And an AI brain, it doesn't have spatial awareness. It operates entirely on syntax, text, and logic.
Exactly. And that spatial reliance is exactly why current workarounds like robotic process automation break down so easily.
Yeah, they're so brittle.
Right. If an app update moves a save button, say 2 pixels to the left, the whole AI workflow just crashes.
Just because it's blindly clicking coordinates.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
CLI, anything,
Yeah.
bypasses the screen entirely.
Yeah.
It gives the AI what it naturally understands, which is text.
So instead of pixel hunting, the AI just sends a structured command and gets a predictable text response back, usually formatted in JSON, right?
Yes. And it does this by generating a stateful command line interface.
Wait, let's pause on stateful for a second because that's super crucial.
Sure.
Stateful basically means the system actually remembers what you did 3 steps ago rather than treating every single command like it has amnesia.
Right. Yeah.
So if the AI loads a file in step 1, the system remembers that file is open when the AI tries to edit it in, say, step 4.
Yep. And it pairs that with an interactive REPL mode.
Which is, again?
It's a continuous read evil print loop, basically an ongoing command prompt. That continuous memory is what makes these complex workflows deterministic and reliable for an AI agent.
Okay, but getting from a massive visual suite like a full video editor to a clean text interface seems like a monumental task.
You'd think so, yeah.
But the tool installs as a simple Claude Code plugin. You just type CLI-Anything followed by the software name. How does it automatically map all those visual buttons to text modules?
Well, it runs a fully automated 7-phase pipeline.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So instead of just scraping the screen, it dives into the software's underlying architecture.
Okay.
It analyzes the existing code base to figure out what internal functions actually power those visual buttons. Then it designs a CLI structure,
Right.
implements the core text commands to trigger those internal functions, and immediately starts writing and running test plans.
So it's essentially reverse engineering the app. Like finding the raw engine underneath the shiny dashboard and wiring up a new text-only steering column.
That's exactly it. And it even documents the results and publishes the setup straight to your system's path.
Okay, wait, I have to push back here for a second.
Go for it.
If it's automatically translating something as insanely complex as a 3D modeling suite into text commands, is it actually using the real software? Or is it just creating a, watered-down fake version of the app that just approximates the task?
No, it is absolutely the real software. There are no toy implementations here at all.
Wait, really?
Yeah. If you tell your AI agent to render a 3D scene, this CLI framework natively calls Blender's actual rendering engine in the background.
Ah, so it's using what developers call headless mode.
Exactly.
And for anyone listening who's unfamiliar, headless just means the software runs its full engine in the background without wasting processing power to load the visual graphics on your screen. It's doing the heavy lifting invisibly.
Right. Like if you need a PDF, it uses LibreOffice's headless mode to generate native files.
Yeah.
And this isn't just some proof of concept either. No, they've run over 1,500 successful tests across 11 major creative and enterprise apps.
That's huge.
Yeah, we're talking about heavyweights like GIMP for image editing, Audacity for audio, OBS Studio for broadcasting.
And I read it achieves a 100% pass rate across unit and end-to-end tests for all of them.
Yeah, it's literal production-grade reliability.
Just imagine your own workflow. Soon, you might never open a heavy editing program again. You'll just tell your AI to slice the audio and render the file, and it just happens instantly in the background.
Crazy to think about.
We are looking at a massive shift where software is built natively for digital workers rather than human hands.
It completely redefines who the primary user of a computer actually is.
Right. Which leaves us with a slightly unsettling thought for you to ponder.
Hmm.
If AI agents end up executing all of our creative and enterprise tasks via background text commands, will future software developers even bother building visual interfaces for humans at all?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right. Or will the app of the future just be an empty chat box? I mean, if the dog can finally drive the car, maybe we don't need the steering wheel anymore.